आज के लेक्चर में हम नेगेटिव फीडबैक जो हमने डिस्कस किया था उसके बारे में हम उसके एडवांटेजेस डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। सो देर आर न्यूमरस एडवांटेजेस ऑफ यूजिंग द नेगेटिव फीडबैक। तो नेगेटिव फीडबैक में बेसिकली क्या होता है, जो हमारी इफेक्टिव जो हम फीडबैक फ्रैक्शन दे रहे हैं बाय फीडबैक नेटवर्क के थ्रू, जो थोड़ी सी आउटपुट एनर्जी को हम जब इनपुट एनर्जी में देंगे तो हम जो हमारा इफेक्टिव इनपुट वोल्टेज होगा दैट विल बी लेस देन योर ओरिजिनल इनपुट वोल्टेज। बट यहाँ पे वोल्टेज तो जरूर यहाँ पे जरूर रिड्यूस होगी, वोल्टेज गेन रिड्यूस होगा, बट ड्यू टू अदर एडवांटेजेस सच एज योर गेन स्टेबिलिटी, ये क्या करेगा, क्योंकि अगर ये इफेक्टिव इनपुट सप्लाई हमारी रिड्यूस हो रही है तो हमारा जो आउटपुट में जो वोल्टेज गेन होगा वो भी क्या हो जाएगा, वो स्टेबल होगा। इफ देर इज ए नॉन लिनियरिटी इन योर आउटपुट without feedback, and when we use the negative feedback, that non-linearity will be also reduces. देर विल बी रिडक्शन ऑफ आउटपुट नॉइज। अगर हमारा आउटपुट में नॉइज़ आ रही है आउटपुट सिग्नल में, तो वो जब हम नेगेटिव फीडबैक यूज़ करेंगे तो आउटपुट जो फीडबैक की वजह से जो आउटपुट नॉइज़ होगा दैट विल बी आल्सो रिड्यूसेस। And there are other advantages which we are going to discuss in this lecture. So first one is your gain stability. So this is the effective input supply by using the negative feedback, because it is decreasing, so that is why it is known as your negative feedback. So since we know that this is the voltage gain with your feedback, and this is the internal gain of your transistor, and this beta is your feedback fraction. This is the main formula for your by applying the, this is the voltage gain by applying the negative feedback. So as you can see that this is the, there is instability in your voltage gain without feedback, and when we use the negative feedback, this instability reduces in the voltage gain. So if we are applying another condition, so if your a beta, this internal gain into your feedback fraction, if this is very greater than 1, then what will happen? So this will be very larger than 1, so this 1 is negligible here, so therefore AF is equal to A divided by A beta, therefore this is 1 upon beta. So here this AF जो गेन है हमारा फीडबैक के साथ, इट इज़ इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ योर इंटरनल गेन ऑफ योर फीडबैक. So if it is only depending upon your this feedback fraction beta, so if this beta is independent of frequency, so therefore this AF voltage gain with feedback, it also becomes independent of your frequency. So if we are having a distortion in frequency, or you can say phase distortion of the amplifier, which is due to your internal gain, distortion in internal gain, so therefore this feedback voltage gain with feedback, it also will be free from your frequency or phase distortion. So therefore it also reducing your frequency distortion and your phase distortion of your amplifier. So if this is not the one condition, we can use another condition also. So this is question number 1, so this is question number 2. So even if this condition, this important condition, if this is not satisfied, if this is not fully met, we can also improve the negative feedback. We can also improve the voltage gain with using the negative feedback. So therefore if this is not satisfied with this condition, so we will choose another method. So therefore take logarithmic of this equation. So this will be log EAF is equal to log EA minus log E1 plus A beta, और इसका logarithm लिख लेंगे. So what we'll do, we will integrate this, integrating both sides. This will be DAF on AF, this will be DA upon A, this will be minus, इसको इंटीग्रेट करेंगे तो क्या होगा, this will be 1 upon A beta, and this will be differentiated, so therefore this will be beta, ये तो constant of feedback fraction, DA. So here it is, here this is common, इसको कॉमन ले लेंगे तो ये आ जाएगा DA अपॉन A, 1 माइनस A बीटा 1 plus A beta. So therefore, by solving this dA upon A, this will be 1 plus A beta, this will be 1 plus A beta minus A beta. So this will be cancelled, so therefore this will be dA upon A, this will be 1 upon A beta, this is dAf upon AF. So if you simplify this equation, this will be dAf divided by AF, this is dA upon A, this is equal to 1 upon A beta. Suppose this is equation number 3. So this is the this term on this your left hand side, this represents the sensitivity of gain of feedback amplifier AF with respect to the variation in the amplifier gain A, and this is the ratio, this is representing the ratio of fraction of change in gain with feedback, and this is the fraction of change in gain without feedback. So this ratio is representing the sensitivity of transistor gain. So this is defined by one factor, that is S, which is the sensitivity gain. So thus this ratio sensitivity represents the fraction change in gain with feedback and fraction change in gain without feedback. So therefore this is the ratio fraction, this is the representing this fraction change with feedback, this is the fraction representing this gain without feedback. So therefore this equation number 3, that is equation number 3 was your dAf upon AF divided by dA upon A is equal to 1 upon A beta. So this will become S, therefore this equation number 3 will become S is equal to 1 upon A plus beta. So thus the reciprocal of this sensitivity is known as your D sensitivity, and this is the reciprocal of S, therefore this will become 1 upon, so therefore this will be 1 plus A beta. This equation number 5, so therefore by using this equation number 5 into equation number 3, this equation number 3, so therefore this will be dAf upon AF, and this will be gone to this side, and this is 1 upon A beta, and this is nothing but your D. So therefore this your thus this fraction of change in gain without feedback here is divided by your D sensitivity. So this is the fraction of change of gain in with feedback, and this is equal to fraction of gain without feedback divided by the D sensitivity. So thus we can say from this equation number say we can say that the change which is fractional, this fractional change in gain without feedback is divided by your D sensitivity when this feedback, negative feedback is added. So next application is your reduction of your non-linear distortion. So this is the basically circuit diagram for your feedback network, and your this is the normal transistor, and this is the internal gain of your this amplifier, transistor as amplifier, and this is your feedback network through which the fraction of your output voltage is being fed to your input terminal. So therefore अब नॉन लीनियरिटी किस वजह से आती है, जब हम ट्रांजिस्टर को क्या करते हैं बहुत लार्ज एम्पलीट्यूड का जब सिग्नल इसको इस एम्पलीफायर को सप्लाई करेंगे, तो ये क्या करेगा, जो यहाँ पे वर्किंग होगी दैट विल बी बियॉन्ड द रेंज ऑफ द लीनियर ऑपरेशन ऑफ दिस योर ट्रांजिस्टर. तो ट्रांजिस्टर की लिमिट के बाहर की ऑपरेशन होगा जब हमारा एम्पलीट्यूड ज़्यादा होगा सिग्नल का. तो देयरफॉर वहाँ क्या आ जाएगी, नॉन लीनियरिटी आ जाएगी सिग्नल में. तो जो नॉन लीनियरिटी है इट इज़ नॉट प्रेजेंट इन योर इनपुट सिग्नल, इट इज़ प्रेजेंटेड इन योर आउटपुट सिग्नल बिकॉज इट इज़ ड्यू टू द योर करेक्टरिस्टिक्स, इंटरनल करेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ योर ट्रांजिस्टर. ट्रांजिस्टर की प्रॉपर्टी की वजह से वहाँ पे क्या आएगी, उसकी ऑपरेशन की वजह से यहाँ क्या आएगी, लीनियरिटी आएगी. तो अब उस लिनियरिटी को अगर हमें रिमूव करना है तो हम क्या करेंगे, वी यूज ए नेगेटिव फीडबैक नेटवर्क. So since let us be familiar with your basic terminology here. So here this Bs is your input signal voltage, Vi is your input signal voltage with your this feedback, negative feedback, and your B naught is your output signal voltage, and interesting here Vd is your Vd is your distortion in your output signal, or you can say that this is your harmonic distortion output, because it is sinusoidal and it is changing with your time, because your input signal also it is also sinusoidal. So hence the output will be, output of your this signal voltage will be with feedback will be this, your output will be, this will be internal gain of amplifier, since we know that a internal gain of amplifier, this is output divided by input, so output will be a into Bi, input signal, voltage of input signal, and this will be added with your distortion in your output signal. So since we know that effective supply of your input is equal to Vs minus Vf, this is the feedback voltage which is being fed to the fraction of output voltage, this is given by beta into V naught. So therefore this equation will become equation number 1, that's equation 1 becomes, we will put the value of this Bi into this, therefore this will be B naught, this will be a Bi, सॉरी दिस Bi की वैल्यू पुट कर देंगे तो हो जाएगा Vs माइनस बीटा V naught plus Bd. So since overall gain of amplifier with negative feedback is given by AF is equal to A divided by 1 plus A beta, question number 2. And we know that what is AF, AF is equal to B O on Vs, this is we have derived in your general theory of feedback, this is Bi P naught upon Bi divided by 1 plus A beta. So or you can say that this output will be cancelled, so therefore you can write this as Bi on Bs, जब ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा तो Bi ऊपर चला जाएगा और Bs नीचे आ जाएगा, therefore this will be 1 plus A beta. So here Bs is equal to Bi into 1 plus A beta. Suppose this is equation number 3. So putting this equation number 3 into this equation, we will get, oh, this is equation number A. So therefore by using equation number A and equation number 3 we get this is B naught, you will put the value of here Bs की वैल्यू पुट कर दी हमने, which is Bi into 1 plus A beta, and this is minus beta B naught plus Bd. This is the distortion, non-linear distortion, and when we simplify this, multiply this by A, we will get this factor. So here B naught is B naught here and B naught is here, take this term to this left hand side, this will be this. So this is the resulting equation divided by this equation y, 1 plus A beta, therefore this will be cancelled and this equation will be modified to this term. So therefore from equation number 4 we can see that this represent the undistorted output AVI, it remains unchanged, but this non-linear distortion it get reduces by amount 1 प्लस ए बीटा, तो ये डिस्टोर्शन है तो ये क्या हो रही है 1 अपॉन दिस 1 ए बीटा फैक्टर्स क्या हो रही है, वो रिड्यूस हो रही है जब हम नेगेटिव फीडबैक यूज़ कर रहे हैं. सो दिस इसको हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं इस पूरी टर्म को, therefore this term d dash, this can be represented by d dash, it is getting modified by this factor a beta, here Vd is distortion, इसको हम d से लिख सकते हैं. Therefore this distortion after using negative feedback it is getting reduces by this factor 1 plus a beta. So therefore since for negative feedback your 1 plus a beta this is greater than 1, so therefore d dash is less than d. So therefore by applying the negative feedback this distortion getting reduced. Therefore your non-linear distortion get reduced by applying the negative feedback. This is the main advantage of your negative feedback. So if negative feedback is applied, we can get a reduction in the non-linear distortion by an amount of 1 plus a beta. The next advantage of negative feedback, it is the reduction of your output noise. So this is the feedback circuit. So this is the input supply, this is your noise at your output, this is the noise voltage at your output with negative feedback, this is your noise voltage without feedback, and this is V and dash is your effective input noise voltage. This is effective input noise voltage, and this Vn, this here Vn should be here, something here, this Vn should be, this will be effective noise voltage appearing in the input of the amplifier. So since we know that this V noise voltage without feedback, it is equal to their internal gain of amplifier multiplied by the noise voltage appearing in the input of the amplifier. So then effective input noise after negative feedback is given as this, your V n dash is equal to Vn minus beta B noise. जो आउटपुट से थोड़ी सी फीडबैक फ्रैक्शन की नॉइज जो जा रही है, फीडबैक सप्लाई दे रही है ना, फीडबैक सप्लाई दे रहे हैं हमें, इससे थोड़ी सी फ्रैक्शन दे रहे हैं इसका आउटपुट का नॉइज़ का. फोर जो इफेक्टिव है वो क्या हो रहा है, नॉइज वोल्टेज क्या हो रही है, रिड्यूस हो रही है. सो सिंस वी नो दैट दिस noise voltage at the output with negative feedback, it is equal to your internal gain of amplifier and multiplied by your noise voltage at effective noise voltage. So after applying the negative feedback, so multiply this equation number 2 by your with a internal gain of amplifier, we will get this resulting equation. So since this is nothing but what I have been told, this is ABN is your noise voltage without feedback at output. So this will become B noise, and this will also become B effective output voltage with feedback. This is without feedback and this is feedback. So so by now calculating this equation, we get this is the noise voltage without feedback, and it is noise voltage with negative feedback, and it is getting modified by this factor 1 plus a beta. And when you simplify this your noise voltage at output with negative feedback equal to your noise voltage at output without feedback, and it is reducing by the factor 1 by a plus 1 plus a beta. Therefore by applying this your negative feedback, the noise in the output voltage, it is getting reduced by this factor 1 divided by 1 plus a beta. So thus this is also an advantages of your using the negative feedback in your circuit. The next advantage is your reduction of your phase distortion. So as you can see, this is the circuit for your negative feedback. So this block is representing your transistor which is acting as an amplifier, and this is the feedback circuit. तो फीडबैक सर्किट में जनरली हम जो पैसिव एलिमेंट होते हैं जैसे इंडक्टर और कैपेसिटर होते हैं उनको यूज़ करते हैं फीडबैक के लिए. So we know that inductor and capacitive, they also offers the resistance to the current flow of current. That is capacitor क्या offer करता है capacitive reactance, and inductor क्या offer करता है inductive reactance. So due to that property of feedback network, so there is inclusion of your load resistance. Load resistance, you can say load impedance of the transistor, and the feedback network में जो capacitive reactance और inductive reactance है. So that combined effect, उसकी combined effect की वजह से क्या होगा, there is phase difference between the voltage and your current. So therefore we have to write your gain of amplifier without feedback in two parts, that it one representing the magnitude of your amplifier gain and this represents the phase angle between them. So this is magnitude of the gain of gain of amplifier without feedback, and this theta represents the phase angle between input and output signal voltages. phase difference किसकी वजह से आ रहा है? वो जो हमारे फीडबैक नेटवर्क में जो हमने पैसिव एलिमेंट इंडक्टर और कैपेसिटेंस यूज़ किया है उसकी वजह से फेज डिफरेंस आ रहा है. सो दिस theta here it is given by de Moivre theorem. This is e raised to power iota theta, and this is also represented as cos theta plus iota sin theta. So this is representing the phase difference between input and output signal. Similarly हम जो ये तो without feedback है. Similarly हम when we use negative feedback, so overall gain of amplifier with negative feedback, it is also split into two parts. One is magnitude and this represents the phase angle, your phase difference between input and output signal by using your negative feedback. So this represents the magnitude of gain with feedback, and this theta f represents the phase angle between input and output voltage with feedback. So also we know that general theory feedback AF is equal to A internal gain with without feedback divided by A into this modify हो जाता है इस फैक्टर से. So where this beta may be real or a complex function. This may be complex or real. So simplicity के लिए हम क्या लेते हैं? So for the sake of simplicity, let us take beta as a real function. So this is equation number 2, this is equation number 3. So thus by putting this equation number 1, equation number 2 into this equation number 3, therefore by using equation number 1, 2 and 3 into this, therefore we get, let us modify this is a को हम पुट कर देंगे, स्प्लिट कर देंगे फेज और डिफरेंट फेज एंगल और उसमें मैग्नीट्यूड में. for this is also splitted, बीटा इज टेकन एज ए रियल क्वांटिटी. सो अब क्या करेंगे, इसमें हम इसकी थीटा की वैल्यू पुट कर देंगे. so theta is your cos theta plus iota sin theta according to your de Moivre's theorem. So this is representing the phase angle or angular you can say angular argument here included into this part theta. So thus by using equation number 1, 2 and 3 we get this is the overall feedback with overall gain with feedback. This is the feedback internal gains amplifier feedback amplifier gain का magnitude है और ये है phase angle. So therefore now what we will do, we will solve this, we will split this part and the cosine part will be separate and sine part will be separate. So now here what we will do, so now this has become a complex number. This is a plus iota b. So due to the property of complex number, so this equation becomes of this type a plus iota b. So इसके लिए हम complete part कैसा होता है इसका, this is the magnitude and this is your phase difference. So now this is your whole complex number a plus iota b. So therefore इसको हम कैसे लिखेंगे, इसका magnitude and your phase difference, your phase angle. So magnitude कैसे लिखते हैं, अगर ये z हमारा a plus iota b तो इसका magnitude क्या होगा, magnitude होगा a square plus b square और इसका square root and plus your phi e raised to power iota phi, and this is according to de Moivre's theorem, this is cos phi plus iota sin phi. तो ये आ गया magnitude और ये आ गया इसका phase part आ गया. This is representing the phase angle. So now, so if you draw a impedance, you can say this complex number in your complex plane, this is your imaginary plane and this is your real plane. Sorry, this is your imaginary axis and this is your real axis. This is the phase difference between them, phi. So therefore this is your magnitude and यहाँ से हम cos phi और sin phi फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. cos phi will be this b upon h, this one, and sin phi will be p upon h, and tan phi will be sin phi upon cos phi दिस इज योर tan phi. इधर से हम 5 निकाल सकते हैं. 5 विल बी tan inverse of this quantity. So thus this equation number 4 can be written like, suppose that this whole part A upon this whole part representing the your AF magnitude. Therefore this represent AF, this part A divided by this part representing AF, and this is your theta divided by your cos phi plus iota sin phi. So therefore this will become AF, this is theta, and this is will be cos phi plus iota sin phi. एंड यहाँ से हम ए एफ की वैल्यूज़ को और सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हैं. ये जो ए एफ है इसको और सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हैं. तो क्या करेंगे, ये क्योंकि स्क्वायर में है तो इसको स्क्वायर रूट इसको सोल्व कर दो. तो ये होगा 1 प्लस ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab. तो ये हो गया. और इसको निकाल दिया तो ये जाएगा, इसमें कॉमन क्या है, बीटा स्क्वायर टू ए मैग्नीट्यूड का स्क्वायर. ये कॉमन है तो इसको कॉमन ले लेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, अंदर आ जाएगा साइन कोस स्क्वायर प्लस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा. तो ये कोस स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इज इक्वल टू 1. So this will become common and this will become 1, and therefore this will be 1 plus beta square a root का square plus 2 beta a cos theta इसका square root. So since there is phase difference between angle output signal without feedback and this is output signal with negative feedback, so there is a phase difference phi. So therefore putting the value of this phi, that is from equation number 5, that is your this is tan phi. phi हो जाएगा हमारे यहाँ से phi क्या आ जाएगा, phi will be tan inverse this quantity beta a sin theta divided by 1 plus beta a cos theta. तो इसमें पुट करेंगे इक्वेशन नंबर, इस इक्वेशन में पुट करेंगे, दिस विल बी, सो हियर यू कैन से दैट योर phase difference is getting reducing by this amount by applying the negative feedback. So therefore this negative feedback reduces the phase shift through the angle phi, thereby reducing the phase distortion. So these are the most important advantages of your negative feedback. So in the next lecture we will discuss the remaining advantages, which are your modification of input impedance, modification of your output impedance, and increase of bandwidth, so and frequency performance.